Welcome back for part two. Part two. We have been drawing this rabbit. We've been having a bit of fun with circles. And you have been practicing those circles, haven't you? Practice, my friend. Practice. Practice your circles. You will be a genius. Right. So, we're going to have a bit of fun here, and I'm going to follow a rough kind of structure. I'm going to just put in a rough guide here so you know kind of what I'm doing. I'm going to put in a very big base to my rabbit. We're going to draw it up through all the little structures that we've done. I'm going to lift his head up a little bit. That's my top line. I don't know if you can actually see these lines. These are really not important for well, I suppose they might help. Can you see those? Yeah, I'm sure you can. That's a kind of a rough guide that I'm kind of putting in there for my rabbit, with his chest being here and his arms being here. And that's just a rough kind of guide to our rabbit. That's a rough idea of his smile, rough idea of his eyes and his ears. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with his ears yet. But that is, let's find that nib that we had the other day. Do you remember that nib I was drawing with the other day with a big bend in it? Nobody told me what it is. Come on, guys. Help me out. Right. So, we're basically working on the same structure that we did with this. Instead of this kind of brush pen line that we did here, nice and slow so you could see where everything was, I'm just going to go back to my usual weapon of destruction. Oh dear. And I'm going to kind of have a little bit of fun with it, just to show you some of the variations, a little bit of the kind of what you can kind of do. And I've got this lovely idea to give him some red hair, whereas we've had some curly hair there before. I'm going to give a nice big haircut for him, like that. That's his hair there. And I'm going to kind of even go wild. That doesn't move. And there's his hair. Boom, 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 boom. He's got a real wild, crazy hairstyle going on there. Look at that. He's a real freaky chappy. Look at that. So that's his hair. Done. Wash your brushes. Don't forget to wash your brushes. So, we are going to try now to draw our character. And we are going to start to build on his, instead of his curly little hair, we've had a boom hair. But of course you do as you want to do. You can draw your curly hair. We're just going to have some fun here today. And we're going to get in there and draw a nice crazy eye. We're going to have a little bit of fun. And the same again, you can see the same construction I'm using, the same type of eye. I'm just having a little bit more fun with it. I'm going to give him a nice eyebrow there. Kind of a little bit more kind of elegant feeling to him. I'm going to have nice long eyebrows. And we're going to put another, I'm going to give him a slightly, instead of doing the eye like that's a egg shape that way, egg shape that way, I'm going to do egg shape that way and egg shape that way, just to show you some variations and stuff. And we're going to go out like that. And there's the long egg shape that way. Can you see that? So it kind of gives him a little bit more of a kind of wacky type feeling. And then we're going to go straight in with that line coming down towards his nose. I'm going to get it nice and thick in there. And we're going to give him, I'm going to give him a big big kind of shaped nose. Put a little bit of a highlight in there, though I messed it up. And we're going to give him a little, we're going to give him that smile that we talked about. I'm going to bring that smile all the way down there. Look at that. And you know what? I'm gonna add some teeth here, just little squares. Nothing amazing, just squares. You know. And there's a big goofy square there. Another goofy square there. And that just kind of gives him a little bit more character. And we're going to give him that same big mouth that we talked about earlier on. Pretty much the same little line in, and then we're going to give him that inside mouth to split the colors. We're going to give him a nice big lip there. And that kind of just, you can see basically it's the same thing, just pulling a few things around. We're kind of just making this kind of the kind of line work and the character, changing the eyes a little bit, change the hair a little bit. All these little bits just massive explode into your character. And we're going to give him some shaggy parts on that side, the same as what we've done on that. Mine are kind of pointing downwards rather than. And those ears, my God, what are we going to do with those ears? We're going to give him some really big floppy ears here. Get some little hairs on the end of his ears. And the same as we talked about before, we're going to do that parallel line inside, just to kind of give him that feeling that he's got an inside color. You see that? Instead of that, I just put some little hairs on the end, so nothing special here. We're just having a little bit of fun about how we're putting down those lines. So if you go through this slowly, if you get a little bit stuck or a little bit unsure about something, stop the tape, run it back, play it forward as many times as you want, and see where the differences are and how you could variation on your rabbit. You can draw your rabbit 100 times, and each time, if you do a little variation on it, it'll be so different. You'll impress yourself so much. Let's bring that line down there. So we're just going into the neck area. So there's our body line coming down. A little bit messy, a little bit splashy. Don't worry about that. Don't have to do it. You do it your way. You draw it your way. You feel what you feel. You want to draw the way you feel comfortable. And that's the whole point of this fun. And the beauty of this is you drawing it the way you want to draw it. I'm just going to put in a little bit of shading there on the back of that, just to make it clear, make a difference. There you are. Alright, let's get some hands going on there. We're going to have his chest. Again, we're going to put in some little bit of ruff there, a little bit of feathering. And I'm going to draw basically the same type of arms as we've been doing. A little bit kind of sausage shape. I'm going to give him a little bit of a shoulder and stuff like that. And then we're going to give him these paws. 1, 2, 3, just like we did on that. And we're just, you know, you can put like an undercolor on his paw if you want, just to kind of give him a little bit more kind of character to him. Same with the other hand. Draw his paw coming in. You can draw the underside if you want. If you don't, draw it as in the diagram. No problem. This is just about variations of, okay? And I'm just trying to show you once you've once you've mastered the circle, you see that's just a circle and a circle and a circle on top of another circle. You know, it's like a ball for the hand, a ball for each of the fingers. There's nothing complicated here. And you draw it the way you feel good. Whatever makes you feel amazing is the word. Not okay. We don't want to feel okay when we're drawing. We want to feel free. We want to feel excited. We want to feel we can conquer the world with this drawing. That's what it's all about. Yeah. That's why sometimes I just go crazy sometimes. I just get a little bit too excited with it all. And I kind of draw like that line. That's that big belly line down there. And there we are, coming around with these legs. You see what we're doing? We're just adding some little hair on that. And we can, you know, we can kind of bring it on back. Bringing that body part round. And it's just the same type of thing, you know. And I would, you know, I wish there was some way that I could see, like, how you guys are doing your drawing and what you're doing and all the different characters you're bringing in. Did you put a hat on him? Did you put a jacket on him? Did you draw it exactly like that, but you did a pencil version, you know? Maybe I should look into one of those kind of Patreon things or something, so people can kind of work a little bit more with me on stuff. And here's our big toes. What do you think about this kind of Patreon idea? Or even to the fact of, would you like to see more kind of teaching style videos like this? I mean, did it help you? Did it get you a little bit of confidence? Did it give you a little bit of kind of like, hell, what he's doing is nothing special. I could draw that. Of course you can draw that. Draw it in your styles. You know, how do you see this rabbit? Do you see him drawn with a blue pencil? Cool. And there's the other leg coming in there. Again, I'm just going to put a little bit of shading on it just to kind of make it feel like it's a little bit more distant. And that is a tail. Don't forget, what are we going to do? We're going to do a small tail, big tail. What are we going to do? Let's do a really big, crazy. Same in the circle. We're still playing with that circle idea. Look at that for a bunny's tail. And that's beautiful. That is absolutely gorgeous. So there you can see what we've actually done. Don't forget, this is really important. Put your name on your drawing. It might sound like a silly thing. It might sound like, you know, I'm not Van Gogh yet. But put it on there. And it kind of says, that's mine. I did that. And it gives you a little bit of pride in what you're doing. I put my name on it. I say, I did that. That's my drawing. I'm proud of that. And that's what you should do as well. Every time you do a drawing, just put your name on it. Build up that confidence. Breathe in. Put your name on there. Right? This is really important stuff. And you go on all those other drawing teaching videos. They won't tell you all this kind of stuff. But this is about building you. Building your confidence, right? It's not about all these lessons about, well, do this little hatching there. God, I can't bear those. I mean, if they work for you, cool. But I want somebody to say, get off your ass and draw, you know? And there is no mistakes. There's no mistakes at all. This is your rabbit. We're drawing your rabbit in your style, the way you want it. So you put your name on it. And you scribble your name the way you want to scribble your name. This is the way I want to scribble my name. I want to make my name messy. I want to make it an explosion on the page. I want to make it look like bang, you know? Like, There's the drawing. Bang. There's the name. Bang. Look at it. That's the way I want my drawings to be seen. I don't want my drawings to be seen like, next. I want you to see it. I want you to feel it. I want you to feel every line. And the more you look into it, you get excited by every line. The way it starts off thin and explodes on the page. That's how I want to feel it. That's the way I want everybody to feel with their drawings, their artwork. That it's an exciting journey. And that is today's rabbit lesson. And that is all about you. This lesson is not about how to draw like me. I don't want you to draw like me. I want you to draw like you. However weird and funky it is, draw like you. Draw whatever you want. Get one of these big Sharpies or something. Oh, just stole my nib. Where's my nib gone? Oh, there it is. See that? I just pulled the nib out of my thing just trying to clean it. I'm trying to get into a good habit of cleaning it. So, if you want to draw with one of these like big thick Sharpies or something like that, you know, just do that. Just draw with that. Draw the way you want. Draw it with pencil. Draw it with coloured pencils. Draw it the way you feel this rabbit needs to look. And I would love to hear from you about how this feeling of drawing with circles and building up this construction, building up your confidence. I want to hear from you. Send me a message. Tell me how you got on. Tell me if you got stuck. Tell me if you were empowered by circles. Alright? I want to hear. I want to hear all about it. Write as long as you want, as much as you want. I'll sit and read it. I promise you. So, I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed this 2-part idea. I don't know. It's like, give me some feedback. Tell me what you feel. Do you think you should do more of these type of things? Did you enjoy it? Did you learn from it? What? Okay? Thank you. And I hope you feel it power. So, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for drawing along with me. It's been a real bit of great fun. And I hope you had fun too. If you did, send me a comment. Let me know. Okay? See you again very soon. Bye-bye.